One word really describes this movie. Awesome. The War of the Worlds is a 1953 science fiction movie based on the novel of the same name, of course. And in this movie, Martians invade the planet Earth, wiping out humanity and basically trying to put us into a slow and agonizing annihilation while they try and take over the planet. In the meantime, we try and fight off the aliens, but nothing we do or try even works. So we try to do an atomic bomb on them. Guess what? It fails. So we're basically preparing for our ultimate and utter destruction. This movie is, without a doubt, one of the best sci-fi movies of the 1950s, okay? Second only to Gojira, as I should say. And the special effects still hold up. They still hold up. Even though you can tell it's like mainly sparks and stuff like that, still, it is awesome. You know what else is awesome, but kind of cheesy? You can kind of see the strings on the Martians themselves. That is about as cheesy as it can get right there. And the acting in this movie is top notch. I mean, I really don't know all the main actors and actresses in this movie, because most of them I don't really recognize or I've never really heard of before. But they all did pretty good. Even the little kids. Even kid actors back in the 50s work better back in the 50s than they do in today's world. Sometimes. You get that rare occasion of a few kids that are actually good in Hollywood today. But back then, all the kids were pretty decent back in those times. Even in the mid-80s, like when E.T. and them came out, even the kid actors back then were awesome. So I don't know what's going on today, but you can't replace timeless shit like that. And I love the part I love when the Martians actually reveal what they look like. When you see what they actually look like, it is hilariously funny and cheesy. And then the way they scream when something happens is funny. Oh, that is just classic right there. You can never beat classics. Never, never, never. You can improve upon it and make it a better looking movie, but still, classics are the classics, baby. And that's how it should be. And for a film that came out nearly 2 years after the day the Earth stood still, and filmed in color, by the way, which was a rare occasion in the early 50s, especially 3 years into the 50s, that was really, I think, the only colored movie I actually remember seeing from the 50s. I think once the 1960s rolled around, color rolled in much more, but I think Paramount went above and beyond the trays of color at that point for that particular movie, because it was War of the Worlds, you know what I mean? It's that fucking classic book / audio story. You gotta go all out for that. That's the only way possible it can be done. And for that, I applaud them for it. I mean, it actually worked. It actually looks good. Can you imagine trying to watch this movie in black and white? You wouldn't be able to see much. So, yeah. Without a doubt, War of the Worlds is going to get an A+. Best science fiction movie. Still to this day. You can't beat it. Can't beat Gojira. And you can't beat The Day the Earth Stood Still. What do those three movies have in common? They're all a couple of years apart. Day the Earth Stood Still came first. War of the Worlds came second. Gojira came third. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about The War of the Worlds down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? And which one is your favorite? This one, the Steven Spielberg remake, or the made-for-TV movies, which looks kind of funny, but I will get to all of those within time. So stay tuned, and I'll see y'all later.